Margaret Gallagher has lived awaygrid for nearly 80 years. While she was unborn, closed the Irish boundary in Shire Fermanagh in 1942, it was not extraordinary for families to dwell out of power and fleeing water supply. Margaret's neighbours just began to upgrade their homes in the deceased 1940s and 1950s. But her household skipped the prospect to exceed the tendency due to her mom's die, while Margaret was 10, and her dad's ill public health. Now elderly 77, she is one of few old human beings in the UK and Ireland who lived their whole lives awaygrid. I am making it since I love making it, not since I'm a hippie, how I believe it's new and trendy, she told. My infancy was above at 10. My dad took to the bed in harsh joint inflammation, so it never was probable for us to do whatever. I didn't include the will, he didn't include the will to do it, and down there were no finance if we were really acute to do it, so it fair didn't go on the radar gun. Margaret has lived one in the household's 18th age thatched cabin with her dad's die in 1980. Residing out of contemporary amenities requires natural force. She must crucifix a box to gather water supply in a ladle of a sew up to 10 times a day, and as necessary to slouch to prepare above an outdoor flame, that she lights each night of a stack of sod and round wood. Her everyday usual begins at 5:30 BST while she heats water supply in a teapot above the flame for wash and tea. Breast milk and perishable goods are saved in a wheelie granary. She keeps upwards to date in news story on a breeze-up wireless. Lamps adorn the heavy rock windowsills of her diminutive couple-bedroom household, but wax is costly, so Margaret's plan is regulated by light. She is normally in bed by 18:30 BST. Margaret told her way of life intended she grew up in this change of seasons creature, the wizard of us all. She withdrawn her dad take her external as a kid on Halloween overnight to measuring device the breeze line. The predominant breeze would, on to regional bridle, define the gravity of the winter front. She loves summer and is less than acute on winter, while she uses a length fishery puller to shove snowing off her rooftop to hinder harm to the straw. In spite the difficult situation of a common cold winter in a building out of center heater, Margaret told the compensations of her lifetime could not be overestimated. You include the bird in the night enclosure in the building, you include the view, the tranquility and world, you include the watch tick, all those things how you couldn't put a cost at, she told. I am residing the way my ancient ancestors lived, who leftward the track for me. It was nice, quite for my human beings, for my parents, my grandparents, who purchased the building in 1887, it is a homage to them. Margaret told visitors were frequently amazed how she does not fit the pattern of an old female residing awaygrid. They wait to discover her, she told, meeting in the angle tiring a length dark gown and a white skirt. Instead of, if they get a glance in her dormitory, they will discover the brisk female likes contemporary vogue, obvious of her length earrings and the red top-heeled shoe saved near her cot, purchased for the period she acquired an MBE for Society job of the Duke of Wales. I don't aware of nobody residing love me, out of power, out of fleeing water supply, out of any of the amenities. But later I am not concerned in how human beings dwell. Human beings are titled to dwell as they wish, she told. I am my own man, I include my own sameness, the building embodies who I am and which I am. I am not departure to changing for nobody. Time she has completely no regrets on her lifetime awaygrid. Margaret realizes her extraordinary way of life is vanishing. Everyone likes to go and see at the building, but if you requested them to remain they couldn't expect to get out of it, especially junior human beings, she told. Still, she believes youthful human beings could find out of the ease of her option, instead of searching, all big and brilliant and superior. She told her communication to those start out in lifetime was to be aware of who they are and wherever they go of. Dwell as they indicate to go at. Be substance in which you include, she added. As she approaches 80, and next a severe crash 8 years back, Margaret fears she may not ever be fit for the natural demands of residing awaygrid. I favor it all I did. It was a large way of life. But down there is ever the terror, Will I include to keep it? If I won the raffle, I would yet dwell there. I am a village entrenched old maid.